Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's video is going to be the long-awaited technical video of how to process a Amazon shipment. So that's what today's video is going to be about. We're getting close. We got 171 subscribers. So at 200, we're going to give away that Bluetooth speaker. So if you haven't done it already, go back to the last video, which is the 17-year-old tries RA for the first time, and just post a comment in there, and you'll be in the. Your chances are pretty good. Right now, there's not too many comments. So anyways, hopefully that'll be this week. Enjoy the video. Stay tuned to the end, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what's up and coming with the private label videos. Enjoy. All right, hey guys. Hey, I'm going to try and blur out the information that isn't relevant on my screen here to try and maintain some level of privacy. But anyways, you should be able to see this. So I'm going to go in. What I'm going to do is two things here. One, I'm going to show you how to list. I'll list a couple of new items. I'm going to just do a box like I normally do. So what's going to be in that is a couple of new items, and then some other items that I already have listed that I'm just adding more stock in. So I have some products that I was able to source that are selling really well, so I bought more to send in. So that'll give you a flavor of how to do both things. But to start with a new product, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to inventory, and I'm going to go down to add a product. And when I click add a product, it's going to bring up a screen, and all I have to do is put in the UPC on the back of the product. So in this case, this is a Clorox Pine Woods toilet bowl thing of all strange things to buy. But anyways, so I'll put in the UPC. 6. Boom. And when you do the UPC, make sure you get the 2 that are on the edge too. There's 10 numbers in the middle, and there's 1 on each edge, so it should be a total of 12. So I click that in, I hit search. Yep, that's it. I click sell yours. And it's going to bring up this screen, and it's going to ask me how many I have, what I want the price to be, so on and so forth. The computer's being a little bit slow, but here we go. So I'm going to say I have 5 of these, because I do have 5. I'm going to price them a little higher. I could do a little pricing research, because I don't know if that low price probably isn't FBA, but I'll put them at $8 for now. And they're new, so I select the condition as new. I click save and finish. And it's going to come up. It should come up in the catalog. Now, what's going to happen, you're probably going to have to refresh this screen. So it's not going to come up. It's going to say it's been added to your inventory, but it won't show down here yet. But when I refresh the screen, if you just watch that, if I refresh the screen, it should. Okay, so after I refreshed, there's the product we just listed. So I'm going to click that one. I'm going to click the one below it, too. I'm going to send in some stock of those. So those 2 products, I'm going to select them, and then I'm going to click change to fulfill by Amazon. Now it's going to ask me if I want to convert those or I want to send them. I want to continue, yes. Cool, all right. And then this one, it's going to tell me needs an Amazon barcode, which that's fine. And this one has a manufacturer barcode, cool. All that means is I'm going to have to pay that 20-cent fee on these ones if I want Amazon to do it. So I'll show you how that works also. So I click send inventory. It's going to create a shipping plan. It's going to say I want a new one as opposed to an existing, where I'm shipping from. That's going to give you your default address. If you're shipping from somewhere else, then you could change that. And then they're individually packed products. So it's all going to be in one box, but they're individual products. It's not cases of a certain item. All right, so then it's going to say, hey, here's what you have. How many are you sending of each? So I'm selling 12 of these and 5 of these. But in this case, I want to add some products that I already have listed that I just picked up additional stock of. So I'm going to look up a couple things here. I need the 9431s. Let's see. So you can just search by the title. And where is it? There we go. 9431. So I'm going to add those. I have, I think I have 2, 4, 6, 7 of those guys. So that's been added. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to add some other bulbs I have too. Some green lights. So let me add those. So you can search by name or whatever, however you can find them. Those ones I'm going to add also. Okay, so those are added. So now when I close out of that, it's going to load those in. So I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to send 8 of these, and I'm going to send 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. So now I have my shipping plan all done. So I got 4 different SKUs going in for a total of 33 products. So then I'm just going to hit continue. All right, and then it's going to say, who wants to prep? I'm going to say Amazon preps everything, although there's no prep required on these. And hit continue. All right, so here's where this one needs an Amazon label. So I can either print the labels here, and it's 12 labels. I can either have Amazon do them on the Avery labels, which is really easy. You just print, you click print labels. I'll show you how it works. But you click print labels, and then it'll give you a pop-up with the here it is on the PDF. It'll give you a pop-up, and then you can just run it through your printer, and then you put the stickers on yourself. It's taking a minute to load because it's a PDF. I'll go back to that, but for me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just have Amazon do it. And then that charges me, you'll see that cost me $2.40, so it's 20 cents a unit. This didn't come up yet. But anyways, it's 20 cents a unit for me to do that. So again, I don't mess with it. I don't feel like it's worth it, but to some people it is. And maybe if you had a big one. All right, so this one's split. So it's going to send 12 to one area and then 21 in another box. It's split it between two boxes, which is not great, but that happens sometimes. If that does happen to you, what you can do too is you can just remove one, just delete a plan, or remove the items. I've done that before and rebox them. So anyways, in this case, it's not really worth it. I'm just going to click approve. All right, cool. So now I can work on the shipment. So that's giving me that option. So I click work on shipment. And in this case, it's going to say review and modify units, which I usually go through just to make sure what it is. So in this case, there's a dozen of those bulbs. Yep, that's what it is. I'm going to use small parcel delivery by UPS, Amazon carrier. I always use UPS. FedEx you could use too, I guess. I don't know why I always use UPS. I just do. And then this is going to be packed with everything in one box. Cool. Now it's going to ask for your box weight and box dimensions. So let me go to my shipping table, and we'll come back to this. Okay guys, so now here we are at my shipping station. So the one thing I would recommend that you get is a shipping scale. So I have two of them that I use. I'll link them both in the description. I got these off eBay. This one's like 17 bucks. I think this one's about 30. Big difference being this one's larger in size, obviously, but it also has a bigger capacity. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a 200 kilograms, so 440 pound capacity. Here's my product I'm going to ship. So I found a box that'll work for this. I use the boxes that Amazon sends to me all the time. Might as well recycle them. So I'm just going to take these, put them in here. I'm supposed to have a dozen. They actually fit almost perfectly. So they actually pack almost perfectly. So I got a little dead space here and a little dead space on the end. So you can use bubble wrap, or what I do is I just save these out of the Amazon boxes that they send to me. And these things rip right at the seams there. So I try and fill the dead space with those, and that's it. One thing to note, if you're going to reuse boxes, make sure you tear off the old labels. So that's what I'm going to do here, just so they don't get confused. And then I just tape it. This might be funny, I got eBay tape, but that's just because I have a whole bunch of it. And I usually not shy about using a lot of tape. Alright, so that's it. Then I just weigh it. So in this case, I got 8.2 pounds. So you have to measure the box. A lot of times they have it written on the bottom, but I don't see it on this one. So, grab my tape measure. 22 by 18 by 5.5. So 22 by 18 by 6. Then I go back to the computer. Okay, so I just said the box was 8.2 pounds, so I was rounded off to 9. And it was 18 by 22 by 6. Confirm. Then we calculate your shipping charges. In this case, I'm probably going to have a higher billable weight, which is true. So I got one box, 9 pounds. I'm paying for 18 just because of the size of the box. but that's $5. So small boxes are usually between $3 and $5. If I have a big box up to 50 pounds, it's around $10. I don't know how UPS does it so cheap, but I accept charges. Once you accept the charges, it's going to charge your account for that amount of money. It does it right away. And then I just print box labels. I click that button. It's going to bring up a PDF of the box label. I print this, hit print. And it's going to go to that printer. Print. And that's coming off. So once that's printed, I'll just go back there, put that on, and it's ready for staples. So here, guys, this is what it looks like if you're interested. You put in the Avery labels. It'll print these out, and you can put them on your products. Again, I don't usually do it. It's just not worth messing with for me. Although if you're doing a big volume, it's pretty easy. When I do my private label, one of my products, for some reason, requires it. All the rest don't. They just use the barcode. But one of my products requires these labels. So when I'm packaging, I repackage that particular product anyways. So on that one, I do it myself. Otherwise, I just have Amazon do it all. All right, then when you hit complete shipment, you're done. And then you can work on another shipment if you need to, whatever. But that's done. I'll drop it off at UPS today or Staples, and we're off and running. All right, I'll blur this too, but this will kind of give you an idea. This is the first email that you get from Amazon. So this one just says, greetings. This is to inform you that the carrier delivering your inbound has checked in their trailer at the destination fulfillment center. So usually these come almost back to back, but this is the first one that says that the guy with the truck is actually there. Then you get the next one, which says it's in receiving, that we're currently receiving them, and then tells you which shipment and how you can track it. And then finally, the last one says your shipment's been received in full. So if there's any issue, you'll know about that also. They're not available for sale momentarily, as it suggests. It means that they're in inventory now, but they may move to a different warehouse. Oftentimes, they'll show in reserve. I've had them show in reserve for up to 10 days. So if you don't show up immediately for sale, don't panic. It's just the Amazon process. What they do is it goes to that warehouse that you ship to, and then they may say, hey, we need those units in Tennessee, California, wherever, and they'll send them on. So when that's the case, they'll show as reserve. They'd also show in reserve if somebody had them in their shopping cart, or they had done a purchase but their credit card hadn't gone through yet, or whatever. So there's various reasons for that. So if you're new, don't panic if it takes a little time for your items to actually be available for sale. So that's it. I just thought I'd show you the screenshots of the emails that you get. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. I know it was a little technical and boring, but it was a lot of requests for that, so put it all together. If you have any specific questions, either comment them down below, or you can shoot me an email at joeamazon401@gmail.com. So next up in our lineup, I'm going to be putting out my first private label series video, and it's going to be called Before the Research. So it's going to be kind of your step one if you're starting private label. A lot of people think research is the first stage, but it's really not. So anyways, stay tuned for that. That should be out in the next 24 to 48 hours. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.